So, uh, this game is a part of the franchise that Yoko Taro made. It's one of my favorite franchises ever. You have NieR and you have Drakengard. And in my opinion, for one, I think NieR is a really awesome game. A lot of people in this generation have been introduced to this franchise by NieR Automata. NieR Automata came out in 2017. It was helped developed by Platinum Games. Square Enix published it. Yoko Taro directed it. All that other stuff people know. That's common knowledge. A lot of folks loved the game, and because of that, people were interested in this remaster of NieR Replicant. I've been a fan of this franchise since 2003, since the original Drakengard, since Drakengard 2, since NieR Gestalt, or NieR in America, since Drakengard 3. I don't really like Drakengard 3 like that. Since NieR Automata. Personally, I like NieR Replicant, or the original NieR, better than NieR Automata. And I will tell you why. A lot of people really praise that game. I mean, it's a Platinum game. It's really fun. You know, the combat's great. It's really complex. It's deep. You get a lot of stuff from it. It's really cool. The story's really cool. You know, philosophic, talking about, you know, what it is to be human, things like that. But some of that aspect is what kind of made me like Automata a little bit less. This is just me, though. That doesn't take away from how great the game is, because the game is very great. I ain't gonna lie to you. NieR Automata and I think Final Fantasy 15 came out around the same time. I tell you what, I had way more fun playing Automata than Final Fantasy 15. I'll say I played that game way more. In fact, I played it again on stream because I had it on PlayStation 4, and then I started a playthrough before NieR Replicant came out. I haven't played 15 since I beat it. That just goes to show you. I've always thought Yoko Taro had really amazing stories, and that's one reason why I say NieR Replicant is better than NieR Automata. I feel like the story is better because you can relate to it better. For me, NieR Automata, I don't necessarily can relate that much because in my brain, you have a world, a post-apocalyptic world full of androids and machine life forms. The whole theme of NieR Automata is, you know, what it is to be human. So you have androids imitating what humans are. You have machine life forms imitating what humans are. But the whole thing, regardless of them imitating humans, they're not human. At least in the physical aspect. They're machines. I mean, I couldn't relate to it as much because of the fact that, like, I know I'm this robot, android, killing and they even use the word kill. You're killing machines. You're not necessarily killing them, you're destroying them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they use certain words and they do certain things, and they, you know, to make it more believable, as if, like, you know, to care about the machine life forms and to sympathize with them or even empathize with them. I understood what the game was trying to do. I didn't necessarily feel that way. I mean, it worked. I felt kind of bad in some aspects when it came to, like, you know, like your second playthroughs, and then you have your perspective of the machine life forms or the, you know, certain android. Then you're like, damn, I don't want to do this. But that mechanic worked way better to me for the original NieR, because you still have regular humans. You know, you have NieR, you have his sister, or Papa NieR and his daughter. You have Popola, Devila, like, you know, they're, for the lack of a better term, they're shells of humans, but you know, but you get it. You can, I could relate to that more because they were actual people rather than like an emotional android trying to kill a robot. That's just me. But I will say that it's like a gift and a curse when for NieR Replicant dropping, because it's kind of sad and unfortunate that NieR had to get a remaster in order for people to see how great the game was. Because quiet as kept, to be honest with you, besides the like, you know, the rehashing of the graphics and like the combat, nothing has changed about this game. So it makes you think, are people really like playing games, or is it like the combat was not that bad in the original NieR in 2010. Yeah, it looked weird. NieR ran funny. He was like, I don't know. It just looked really ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you. The combat was like really ugly, right? But it wasn't that bad for you to go through the story. The story was amazing then, and it's amazing now. Nothing has changed. Which leaves me puzzled as to where people were in 2010. Well, I'll say it again. Besides the rehashing of the graphics and the combat being redone, nothing's changed about the game. I see in reviews, I see like in Facebook groups, Twitter groups, how amazing NieR Replicant is right now. It's always been that way. It's always been a wonderful, sad, moving story about, you know, NieR and his sister / daughter, you know, and the backstory is amazing. The story you play through is amazing, and the story and the results of what you do in the game is even more crazy. You know what I'm saying? Everything about about NieR is amazing. And like now they rehashed the combat, and the combat is pretty dope. It's like it's kind of Devil May Cry-ish now, the way you can like do certain combos with your light attacks and your strong attacks into into your magic attacks and stuff like that. It's really fun. Hella fun. You really can't say too much about the combat right now. I mean, like I said, it's not a Devil May Cry or anything. It's not Automata, but it's not supposed to be Automata. They kind of rehash it to make it more similar for like fans that got into the franchise because of Automata. But you have to remember, this is a game that was made in 2010. You're not gonna have like you can tell how old the game is. Like there's no auto saves. You have to literally go back to shit. You have to go back and save like the old school days. You know what I'm saying? Like the games have different aspects, way more than Automata did. You had Automata where they had certain parts of playthrough that you had, you know, that you had your platform, you had your side scrolly or whatever. You know what I'm saying? NieR has way more of that. Nigga, you are reading in NieR. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Automata, there's options where you can do that, but in NieR, like, it makes you read. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It may be boring sometimes, but it's really captivating. The writing is beautiful. You know? I believe I've always felt, even after playing Automata and beating it and going through all the playthroughs, I've always felt that NieR was superior story-wise. And even when you know the complete lore of everything, to me, it still holds up to Automata. Automata is only a better game because it was developed better. Because it's a more modern game. So you have like these young cats that like aren't used to how old games are, you know, they're used to like really fast paced, crazy combat. You know what I'm talking about? Like 60 frame. I mean, you want to have a smooth running game, of course, but in the whole aspect of how you play Yoko Taro games, I really think that NieR Replicant is a masterpiece, for real. It's a really amazing game, and I hope everybody plays the game, and I hope everybody enjoys the game. Even those that have played Automata, I really hope that, like, I hope they don't think just because Automata came out and you have and then you have NieR Replicant that nigga's gonna be running. That nigga's a human. He's not an android, so that nigga's gonna be running like a regular nigga. I mean, he runs pretty fast in the game, but he ain't no daggone android. Like, you know, they have to make the game at least a little bit realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, NieR, the human or replicant or whatever, is not going to be going around dodging infinity and jumping up, and you know what I'm saying? But like I said, the combat's really dope, and I think NieR. It's so funny because people are saying that this game is great. So what does that say about the game when it came out in 2010? Obviously, it must have been ahead of its time. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful game. It's a well-written story. The characters move you. The only thing that I can say that Automata is on par with when it comes to NieR, the only character that I believe is that reminds me of like that NieR atmosphere, that thing, is 9S. That nigga went through a lot, especially in the third playthrough, like the second half of the game. That man, Lightweight, became the protagonist of the whole game after that. The voice, the character development, what happened to him, even the voice acting in Japanese and English is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I apologize, for some reason when I start streaming my nose decides to itch the whole time, so I'm sorry about that. But so like NieR to me isn't necessarily about like, because you have Automata, it's basically just about like being human. Anime shit, you know what I'm saying? It's about being human, what it means to be human. Machines imitating humanity, you know, the good side and the bad side. NieR is like, there's like, to me the story is way deeper than like it's about humanity, but it's like a deconstruction sort of, kind of, at least to me it is. Because like, that's why I feel like the story is better, because it's like Automata is pretty simple. It's just like it's just niggas imitating humans. But it's like on an Inception level where you've got shells imitating humans, and then these shells that think they're humans are killing shades that they think are monsters but are humans. And then you got shades that are trying to imitate humanity when they're humanity already, but don't know it because of so much shit that's gone by in the story, and all the lore is gory. You know what I'm saying? I'm rhyming. But yeah, I think NieR is a work of art. Yoko Taro is a mad genius, and I really hope this franchise keeps on going. I really hope that people enjoy this game. I really hope that people get into the story more. And I really hope people see this game and see this game for what it really is. And like I said, man, this game has been this good for 10 years. You know what I mean? It's been good for 10 years. You know, of course, it has this, you know, it had its flaws and everything, but in this remaster, you know, kind of rehashed those and made the game way better. But like I said, like when it came to like the like rehashing graphics and the combat, nothing has changed about this game. And it's still the great story with these beautiful suffering characters and all the sadness and all the development. It's been this way for 10 years. So I really hope it starts to get the praise that it deserves now that people have played Automata. And I really hope it sells millions. I really do. I really do. So let's give a round of applause for NieR. I really hope this game sells a lot. Everybody's really going in on this game. The new boss is really freaking good. That's another thing. The music, in my opinion, a lot of original NieR fans aren't really feeling the renditions of stuff. The only problem I have with the renditions is Gods Bound by Rules. It's not the same to me. And I think I've always thought that NieR will, in my opinion, I don't know why people think so. I don't know what it is. But NieR, the original NieR, will always have better music than Automata does. I'm sorry. Everything that, I think the renditions, they're putting more like orchestral elements in that. That shit is dope. It's the Shadow Lord? That new Shadow Lord, bro? Slappy Pappy. Nah, I mean, that shit is fire. Like I said, the only problem I have, in the new, what's it called? Fleeting Words with the new boss, with Louise. Fire. Like I said, the only one that I'm like, that I was, I wish they would have kept the original or close to the original was Gods Bound by Rules. That's it. But like I said, hopefully this game does its thing, and I hope people really really love this game. But with that said, now that we have NieR Replicant, now that people have seen the genius once again, there's only one more thing left that we need. One more thing left. Square, Yoko Taro. We need your boy. We need the boy to come back. We need one. For me, I need one more remaster. I need a whole revamp, a whole remake. I need me some Drakengard. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, Square. I need that shit. Okay? We need Kaim. We need Furiai. We need Inuart. We need Mana. We need the Watchers. We need Giant Babies. We need Tokyo. We need Rhythm Games. Bring that shit back. Nah, man.